So I'm really sick, like super duper sick. I'm a little delirious right now, to be perfectly honest, but we're gonna get through this together. I watch a lot of YouTube, which might be obvious, and one of my favorite YouTubers is Alex Day or Naramon, and every year he comes out with a YouTube survey. So I'm going to be doing that YouTube survey questionnaire thing. Number 1, why are you called that? My name is Carolina, and my dad picked that name because he liked it and because it is the female version of Carlos, which is my dad's name. So he named me after him. He also named my older brother after him. So he has 3 kids and 2 of them are named after him, and yeah. Which is much better than the alternative. They were considering calling me Kimberly, which, no offense to any Kimberly out there, just does not match me, I think. So they landed on Carolina, which is good. Tell us about your favorite school teacher. My favorite teacher of all time ever was Mr. Sando, which was my 11th and 12th grade, so junior and senior year social studies teacher, and he taught me US history, AP government, and AP economics. For those of you who don't know, AP is advanced placement. It's like the highest level of a course that you could have in high school, and you're sort of dual enrolled in a college class and in the high school class, so you get college credit for taking an AP class. He was the greatest teacher of all time. He still is. I know he's still teaching it, and he's fantastic. He taught me so much about government and politics and history, and he completely molded so much of how I look at the world. And not only that, but he was such a professional and so organized and passionate about what he taught that he just really, really shaped who I became. Props to Mr. Sando. He's like the man. He's just the greatest teacher ever. What's the strangest food you've ever eaten? Ooh, I guess it'll be snails. Escargot, probably. Escargot, I just had escargot when I went to Paris last month. So yeah, escargot would be it, I think. Tell us about your first gig. See, this is weird, because in the United States, gig doesn't necessarily mean concert. When I hear first gig, I think like, tell us about your first job. But Alex Day answered about his first concert, so I'm gonna go ahead. I was 12. I went to go see the Rolling Stones. That was my first concert, which was really awesome. I got to see Mick Jagger shaking his little tush. What is your favorite place in the world? Ooh, that's hard. That's so hard for me. I mean, I'm a Florida kid, so Disney World for me is like Disney World. You know, like, I'm never unhappy in Disney World. Disney World is constant, non-stop, 24/7 happiness. And I go to Disney World like every weekend and it's still the best. It's like a 5-way tie. I'm just gonna say 5 because I could honestly go on. In Rio, there's this little section on the beach in Copacabana, which then turns into kind of like an old naval kind of port. During some war, they used to like dock their ships there and have this really cool museum, and it's like a rock and the ocean is hitting against it. And I went once, like the first couple of weeks that I was there, and it was like cold and it was rainy and it was absolutely beautiful, and I had like the best cup of coffee in my life there. So I really don't know what that place is called, but if you go on Copa Beach, you see it because it's kind of sticking out, and there's a Ferris wheel on it, and it's stunning. In Amsterdam, the Van Gogh Museum is incredible. Van Gogh was a revolutionary, and that museum may be my favorite place actually in the world. That museum so moved me. The Van Gogh Museum is definitely up there. All of Paris. Can I just say all of Paris? All of Paris is fantastic. There's something about Paris that is, you think, I think being in the Seine River in Paris is, you can't beat that. You can't, like at the twilight hours when the sun is setting and it's just golden everywhere and everything is just glistening. It's unbelievable. And that's one of those places that's just, no matter how much people tell you it's fantastic, it really is 1,000 times better when you go there. I was bewitched by Paris. I really love Montreal. I really love Boston. I really love, look, I can't pick, okay? I like places. I'm sorry. Wait, no, the French countryside. That's my favorite place in the world. The French countryside. I hope to live in the French countryside someday, like right between the Swiss border and Paris. That's where I want to live. They have all these beautiful, just miles and miles of sunflowers and lavender, and it's just gorgeous, and the sun hits beautifully, and everyone is beautiful, and they eat this incredible food, and France. I just love France. I would be so happy in France. I would be thrilled in France. I think I want to have a home in France someday, hopefully, maybe. Who do I want to answer next? Mr. Hayden. Duh. Alright guys, sorry about my like nasaliness, but look, I put on a blazer for you on top of my pajamas, like, 'cause I'm a classy lady. I'm a classy lady, and classy ladies, you know what makes a classy lady? A lady who does whatever she wants, and I felt like a blazer, so bam. Alright, bye.